Have you ever played soccer before? I am currently 12 years old. I started kicking around soccer balls at the age of 2. I started officially playing on a soccer team at the age of 4. Whenever I would play a game, I would always play goalie. Goalie was my best position at the time. I was living in New York when I started playing soccer. Unfortunately, I had to move to Texas for my dad's job. It was the year 2007 when my mom and dad started looking at houses in Texas. Me and my sister were left in New York because my sister was only 2 and I was 4, so we were too young to ride in an airplane. My mom and dad didn't like any of the houses for sale, but they did like the model houses, so we had our house built from scratch. In the year 2009, we moved into our new house. I was really nervous to start first grade. My sister was still too young to start school. I was 6, meanwhile she was 4. My dad had enrolled me in soccer at the YMCA. In New York, I was on a professional team with skilled and privately trained players. But at the YMCA, there's a team of girls just learning the basics of soccer. Back at home, our team was mixed with boys, so it wouldn't be just girls. I had already known all the skills that they were teaching the fellow students, but then something happened. When I was in the playground at school for recess, I had been on the monkey bars. I was going to the next monkey bar when I slipped and fell. Plunged to the ground, I felt an unwelcoming pain. I burst out into tears. The whistle had blown and my left arm was still throbbing with pain. Me, still crying, managed to run by the nearest teacher and, still too overwhelmed by my arm, pointed at it. She put her arm against my wrist and told me it was broken. I was rushed in a wheelchair to the nurses while the principal was on the phone with the ambulance. I was at the ER. The doctor had told me that I had broken it so bad that I needed surgery. I was crying uncontrollably. He had put me on a cast and said to stay home for a couple of weeks. I stayed home and didn't go to school for about 3 weeks. I finally went back to school. Everybody looked at me in awe. All the kids surrounded me asking if they could sign my cast. It was a rough 10 weeks of having that cast on. Since I had surgery, I had 2 marks on my left wrist, reminding me to be careful on the playground. I was okay at goalie, but had gotten less coordinated with my reflexes in blocking the ball. I had been playing soccer the whole 3rd grade year. I had decided to go bike riding with my dad and my sister. We were at a playground when my dad had told me to jump off the swing like he had done, and so I did. That idea, I had reached the highest point of the swing and flew off the seat, making me land once again on my left arm, causing me to break it. I started crying, and my dad was really concerned. This one didn't hurt as much as the last time, so I thought I had only sprained it. I walked around my campus with a sling for a week. We checked in with the doctor. He said this time I had broken my elbow. My whole family was crying when they heard the news. Then again, I had to take 12 weeks on a cast this time. It was absolutely horrible. I wanted to be the first 8-year-old to win the Golden Trophy Award. After those 12 weeks were over, I upgraded to the 3rd grade team. I immediately started up on soccer again, but this time I really stunk at goalie. My left arm was so uncoordinated. Unfortunately, it never happened, but I kept playing soccer until I had badly bruised my left arm while trying to protect myself from a headshot. I had to stop playing because my arm was affecting the way I was playing. So I had to quit playing soccer. I have made a goal to myself to start playing soccer again this year. Thank you for listening to my story. What's yours?